How's everybody doing? Everybody's alive? Everybody's awake? So it's not often I get to do this, but I'm going to rip my shirt off for a pitch, right? It's awkward for me too. But I designed Bloom bras after frustration, years and years of frustration of not being able to find a sports bra that fit me, especially as my body went through different changes in life. So here we go. Thank you. So I'll talk about the product in a minute, but I do want to start with the journey, right? So I am a well-endowed woman. I am a 32 double G. I have always bought my bras from places like Title IX, and I couldn't find one that fit me perfectly. And what I found was that there were health risks, and that there were a lot of women that were like me that were complaining about a lack of solution or wearing 2 sports bras at once. So I decided after many, many years of saying I would never, ever, ever do something like this to take matters into my own hands. So I brought in people from NASA and the shipping and packaging industry, and a woman who does all of the corsetry work for ballerinas, opera singers, Oprah Winfrey, Katy Perry, and I helped them to bring my vision to life because, frankly, it's not a design challenge, it's an engineering challenge. So the way that the bra works, right? So all of the weight is pulled from the front of a bra. So 90% of the weight in a typical bra falls onto a band. So ladies in the room, have you ever had those awful red lines? Raise your hand.
Yes.
Yeah. So my goal was to get rid of that. So there's a point in the back that pulls all of the weight. The seams are designed to ride along the edges of your back. So our bodies change 10% throughout a month naturally. That's without any crazy hormonal changes, any sort of big weight gain or loss, pregnancy, menopause, things like that. That's without that. We change 10% throughout a month. B cup, not a big deal. Double G, that's a full cup size that I'm fluctuating. So in the front, you'll see that there's straps that are designed to give you the lift that you want. So if I put 10 women who are 38 triple D next to each other, their bodies are going to look very different based on how they hold, based on their age, based on their ethnicity, if they've had children or not. And so I wanted something that was going to adjust. In each of the cups, there's a cincher. So there's no underwire in these cups. This works like a corset, so it's going to encapsulate the breast versus squish. Our tagline is lift, not squish. I am a marathoner, well, half marathoner, never finished my full. That counts! Swimmer, dancer, yogi, and I wanted to develop something that I was gonna wear to all of those activities. We go in size ranges from a 28C to a 56L. I'm gonna repeat that. A 28C to a 56L. My goal in life is to empower women of all shapes, sizes, and stages of life to feel good when they're moving. So that could be from puberty to pregnancy to menopause. And our 4 key markets that we focus in on are curvy women. That's one of the biggest. Oh, sorry.
We got to touch that.
I didn't want to pass it around until I made my demo. So a couple of things to note on that, and then I'll jump back into our markets. So anything that touches your body is designed to be soft, wicking, and odor-free. So a lot went into it. When I was designing the product, I wanted hands holding me up, right? So again, I apologize. I talk with my hands a lot, right? Exactly. And so I wanted hands holding me up. And while I had a lot of volunteers for that, it wasn't a scalable business, and I was really looking to grow the business. So I had to create something that was going to actually fit my need. Again, there's a million amazing sports bras that are out there, but for curvy women like me, especially if you, again, have had kids and things like that, there's a different set of challenges. So our 4 key markets, curvy women, and when we started, we actually only went up to a certain size. We continue to expand. New moms. New moms are my most vocal consumer. So what I find with that is, again, the journey both on the way up and then on the way down, especially if you have multiple children. again, your boobs start going in a different direction than you thought, and sometimes you got to roll them up and shove them in. Sorry, guys, it happens, right? So they're my most vocal consumers out there, and they're constantly the ones. We for a long time did not do paid. We are starting to do some paid advertising, but we had like 240,000 people come through our Facebook page one month, no paid spend, and it was all about the virality of the product. Breast cancer survivors. So the company is called Bloom Bras. It's named after my grandmother, who gave me a lot of things in this world: my love of travel, my love of food, and my massive boobs. And but I lost her to breast cancer way too early. And so it's my personal mission in the work that I do outside of work. So it was a natural progression for me. Again, it's a similar set of challenges. So if anybody in here knows of or has gone through the process, it's now almost 1 in 7 women who's a breast cancer survivor, or affected by breast cancer. So, we no underwire, compression materials, breathability, and then for me it was really important ease of use. And so no hooks in the back, and easy adjusting as, again, your body is changing. Also, if you're not symmetrical, which most women are not naturally, but it's built so that you can actually put an insert into each side. And then I'll jump to our new features in a minute, but and then older women. So as we age, posture becomes more and more important to us. And so again, when I hit 40, my whole body changed in a way that I didn't expect, and it continues to change every year and year and year. I'm going past that mark. And so those are some of the women that are coming back. They're the ones that are buying 3, 4, 5 and asking us for colors. So that's, okay. So just wanted to talk really quickly about our factories, because that is something I'm really proud about. I helped to build a sustainable factory. I didn't have the option to create this in the US and make it at a decent price point. Our price point is $79.99, and we manufacture. I helped to build a sustainable factory in Sri Lanka where we utilize all of the local labor. We built on land that we could use a dam so that we could use water power, wind power. We feed all of the laborers from the land, and we are starting to work with some of the larger companies to help to bring in sustainable materials. But when you touch and feel the product, which I do encourage everybody to do, not on me, but the one that's being passed around, I do encourage you, we're fighting the good fight every day to try to make the product more sustainable.
Woo! And does this thing go underneath?
Does it just come in one colorway?
We actually just launched, thank you for asking, we just launched white. So inventory, yes. Linnea, right?
Linnea.
All right. Inventory kills companies. And so for me, it was really important. We're a year and a half in, and so black is the #1 seller in everything, but sports bras in particular. And so we just introduced white. It was important to me to understand where the market was going to lie. For instance, was it going to be within my new moms? Was it going to be into women that are smaller in stature but busty, or some of our larger women? And so year 1.5 was really sticking with black. White launched, and then in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we're actually launching a heating and cooling pad that slides right in. I didn't even show you guys the pocket. Right, so there's a heating and again, especially my younger ladies who wear this without a top over it. They wear it to a club, things like that. I wear it when I'm grocery shopping because I'm past my clubbing days. But I utilize the pocket pretty frequently. I don't usually put a cell phone in, but that's because of radiation. That's a whole different story. But we have a heating and cooling pad that was developed, and that was developed after talking to thousands of women. Boob sweat is a real thing. Whether you're a well-endowed woman, a woman who is living in the South, a woman who's going through peri or menopause, and so yeah.
You talked about the pads. Do you have like a mastectomy
So-
or can you fit that into your
So you
bras?
can fit it into the
Yeah.
bras. So we actually do have one that we're ready to launch. But again, when it came down to where to put the finances, I'm self-funded right now, and thank you, and I'd like to stay self-funded for as long as humanly possible. We have had some big orders that have helped to move that along, but it's my goal. We have one that's ready to launch. I just can't afford the inventory on it, frankly.
I've never seen a bra like yours before.
Thank you.
I'm curious, do you feel any of the pinching when you pull and
No,
it underneath?
and I encourage, I've got other samples here. I encourage as many people, come try it on. What I have found, so I've been doing pop-ups around the globe, which is why I look really tired. But women, almost every woman that puts it on, the very first thing they say is, wow, I was not expecting it to be as comfortable. I wear it every day. Obviously, I'm biased, but I wear it every day because it's the only thing that doesn't cause me to chafe or cause discomfort. And I wear it when I flew to Sri Lanka, it was a 27-hour flight, and I wore it the whole time. No pinching, and there's really nothing to pinch.
Have you considered charging more for it? I mean, $80 is pretty competitive, or even low for.
It is. It's a very weird conversation because when I talk to people who understand bras, they're like, you should be charging more for that, all the features. When I talk to my Midwest moms, they're like, ooh, $80. So I looked at the market, Lulu took all theirs to $99, but I think Title IX, most of them are in that $65 range. For me, it was important that it become accessible because what I have found is that when they buy one, they're usually coming back and buying a second, a third, a fourth. Again, as we expand colors, that's going to change. And then it's a utility patent on the product. So this is going to be built into sleepwear, activewear shirts, sundresses, and eventually swim. Not anytime in the near future, but that is the path for growth.
So that is your running bra. That's the one.
This is.
Yeah.
So, again, I don't get to do that all that often, but I don't move in it. My much bustier women, you will find bounce and you will find it catches you on the way down. But I swim in this. I teach hot yoga, so I wear this every day.
Awesome.
Put my clothes back.